Time for the Weekend Rage. Taking notes over there, Donnie?
Yep. I want to make sure I don't forget anything.
That's Donnie. Always prepare. Gotta love Donnie.
Yeah. He wrote the different topics on the board.
All right, so Donnie Fandango. For now, you hear him from right after we're over, right until the Tom and or Jeff show starts. Because one of these days, Donnie is just going to take out the whole building. He's going to go to jail if he doesn't get this rage under control. He says he's doing great.
I mean,
but this could end tragically one day.
On the surface, nice dude, everything's fine.
Now, Donnie, do you
Life
think
is peachy.
Do you think they're going to allow you to do the Weekend Rage from the mental hospital? Would you be able to call in live?
I would hope so, yeah.
When that happens?
I mean, from what I understand, you only get so many minutes of calls a day, so I'll just have to save up my minutes. No big deal.
Somebody said that they ran into you at the Point Fest announcement over at Pops, and they said, dude, I got to see the vein throbbing on his forehead live and in person.
Oh, something happened there?
Well, I did get a little miffed, yeah.
Yeah, he said he was on edge about something. He wasn't talking to Donnie about it, but he said you could tell Donnie, now that he watches the videos every week.
Donnie's eyes bug out of his head.
His eyes bug out, and he's got that vein throbbing in his forehead. So.
When one of your afternoon guys announces a band before they're supposed to be announced, you know.
Oh, and this is one of your, this is the first announcement party since he's been officially the music director.
Yeah.
So, you know, Donnie.
Doing a fine job, by the way.
Tommy wasn't there. You guys weren't there. So I was just trying to piggyback the whole situation. And yeah, it did get to me a little bit, you know.
All right, so we give Donnie his own segment every week to kind of let loose and rant and rave. Makes him feel better. And as his friends, I think we all need to be supportive. So here we go with this week's Donnie Fandango Week in Rage, being sponsored by,
of course, Supplement Superstore. Not just a store, it's an education.
So yesterday, I'm driving down Revis Barracks. Lovely road in South County. And I happened to see a gentleman in a car that looks, you know, kind of like a jalopy like mine. No air conditioning, I'm assuming, because all the windows are rolled down. And this was yesterday around 3:30, so we're still talking the heat of the day. What does my man have on his head? A black wool cap.
Because it looks cool.
I never understood that.
I mean, for real. And not to mention, it was a black wool cap, and it was one of those ridiculous wool caps that have the little brim on it, too.
Oh, fashion, not function.
Oh, nice.
It's just almost too much for me to take. And you know what? I wanted to play bumper cars. You know what I'm saying? Just because. Just because. It's just so ridiculous to me, man.
They're trying so hard.
So hard.
But it's an effort to look like you don't have any effort.
I mean, my car does not have any air conditioning right now, so it is not a pleasurable drive from the city to South County.
It's got that 465 air conditioning.
So it's, you know, it's not a fun ride home. So this guy with this wool cap, absolutely unbelievable.
Dude, the temperature on my car said 111 yesterday.
Yeah, man,
I
it's
was
no
actually
joke.
contemplating taking my shirt off.
Yeah.
Why are there people, like the lady that works in the building across the way from us, that thinks her car is so fancy that she has to park in 2 parking spots out in the lot as opposed to just 1? She has to park it crooked because that's just what she does with her fancy schmancy with the Mercedes with all kinds of bumper stickers on it, which is one of my pet peeves for a car that is that nice. But still, just because you have a nice car doesn't mean that you have to take up 2 spots in the parking lot. There's a lot of people here that have nice cars that still only park in 1, and that is a huge pet peeve of mine. And every time I see her out in the parking lot, I give her a really nasty look because I absolutely think that she deserves it.
Does she do it every day?
Not every day. She's not doing it today, but it happens a lot, man. Or she parks in the super big spot and just has to park it crooked. Ugh. I don't know why it drives me so crazy, but it absolutely does.
So do you stop and stare, or are you like kind of giving her a stare as you're moving?
As you're walking.
No, it's the stink eye as I'm walking. Yeah. I don't want to stop and stare. I don't want to look like any more crazy than I probably already do. But no, man. Another thing is, I don't know what's going on in this is just let you in the door of the Fandango household a little bit, but something's going on with my lady. I think she hates my guts. I'm pretty sure of it because for the last like 3 3 or 4 days, I can do nothing right. I mean, absolutely nothing right. If I do the dishes, well, then I didn't get the laundry done. If I got the laundry done, then I didn't get the dishes done. If the kids are in good moods, I still didn't give the kids a bath. Something's going on.
Yeah, she's pregnant.
Don't you say that with your filthy, filthy mouth, Rizzuto.
Is that the same look that you give the woman that parks crooked?
If that's
a good look.
My God.
My God, that was a good look.
I got really scared.
You know what? If that's happening, if that happens, you're gonna have to find a new midday guy and somebody else to do the weekend rage because I'm gonna be living in Brazil. There's no doubt about it. I'm out. Goodbye. See you later. One last final thing.
You got so angry right there.
Guy the other day call or texts in and complains about how much grunge and 90s that I play and says, just a reminder so you know, Donnie, you don't work at Keishi, you work at The Point. Leave that grunge for the Keishi crowd. Listen, pal, buddy, oh mine. I love the new music just as much as the next guy, and I think these guys in the room will vouch for me that if there was a way that I could play just straight new music all the time, I would. That's just what I like. I'm a new music kind of guy, all right? But there is a certain segment that listens to our station that wishes that we did not play any new music whatsoever, wishes that it was all the classic 90s and grunge and all that sort of stuff, all right? So, buddy, I hate to be the one to tell you, but this is just another opportunity where it's not just your opinion that matters. And to quote something that you guys say, we got this. It's all right. Yep. You don't got to get so worked up about it. And if you don't like what it is that I'm doing, there's lots of options for you. I love that you listen and when you listen to the show, but come on, man, there's tons of options out there. If we're not ringing your bell or making you whistle, then darn it, you need to find something else that does.
Donnie, it's like we say. Myself, Riz, and Patrico, we are the only ones that have to be here and listen to this station between 6 and 10 the entire time. Everybody else has an option.
Right. And listen.
Between 10 and 2, you're the only one that has to be here.
Dude, and I'm not even, and listen, and this is me not even trying to be a dick for real. But, like, if you don't like it, there are many other options. Yeah. When I hear a song on our station that I don't like, I'm not going to lie to you. Yeah. I punch out, man. Yeah. I do. But that's just, but I also don't let it get me all worked up or anything either.
You can't possibly like everything.
Absolutely so. Ladies and gentlemen, that is my week in rage. Have a great weekend, everybody.
Donnie! How you feeling there, Donnie?
You know, man, pretty good.
What are we going with this week?
Well, if the listener thinks that the grunge is too Keishi, I don't know what they're going to think about this song. AC/DC.
One of Riz's favorite bands.
Yeah.
Riz loves him some AC/DC. Now, how psyched are you that it's Friday, Riz?
Real psyched.
All right, there you go. Great song, though, man. Nice choice there, Donnie. Coming up, your crap on celebrities. Plus your crappy birthdays and the world-famous porno birthday. Right after AC/DC. 105.7 Keishi.